Assalamu alaikum viewers, welcome to the program Islamabad Updates. Today we have a very special thing for you people. I would like to introduce you on Skype today, first time in my program, to Mr. Dr. Amir Khalil from 4PAWS NGO, international NGO deals with the animal welfare worldwide. We are so glad to have you in our program, in our show today. And you are there in Egypt, right?
Currently, I am in Cairo, in my way to Sudan for preparing for a rescue mission.
All right.
Exactly.
First of all, tell us the weather conditions there.
It is hot where we are now. It's still hot weather, which is exceptionally for this time of the year. But we're expecting good weather in the coming days.
That's good. We are now today, we are up to the point which usually could not be taken up in the shows, in the programs. So I'm very glad to discuss the topics and the subjects line which you are working upon, since long. So first of all, I would like to introduce yourself. Since when you have joined the organization and since when you are doing these kind of activities like?
4PAWS at first is a global animal welfare organization established in 1988. So we are nearly 35 years old organization. And myself is over 28 years active within 4PAWS in different projects on a global level.
That's great, 28 years. That's a big experience. So if I would like to ask you, please summarize your experience. So what would you like to highlight?
I am a veterinary doctor. I was lucky to be for the first years of my career to be a volunteer in 4PAWS, where we started to work intensively on the program of stray animal in different countries in Eastern Europe, like in Romania, Bulgaria, where it was really a huge problem with the stray dogs in the street. So we done a massive program for catching this dog, castrating them, vaccinating them, and releasing them. During our activity in Romania, we had the opportunity to rescue the first 4 lions cubs, where we were able to rescue some lions which were in disco in Romania. They were using the animal to take photo shot at this time. And here started the understanding that it required to build a big cat sanctuary due to the development within Europe, within European Union. A lot of zoos should be closed and we need a space for rescued animal. And this was the birth of Lions Rock. It's a big cat sanctuary which currently hosts over 100 big cat rescued from Europe, from Africa, even from Asia. And recently we have also a cooperation project with Princess Alia Foundation, where we were lucky to rescue some animal even from Islamabad Zoo, where we moved with Islamabad Wildlife to Himalayan brown bear when the zoo was closed in Islamabad. Also, I had a great opportunity to work in the Great Pakistan during the flood. During 2010, the huge flood, we were able to help over 20,000 farm animals. The rescue mission of Kavaan and moving him to a sanctuary in Cambodia.
I still remember. I worked with you. I still remember.
It was a great experience, great support in Pakistan. And recently, we are active supporting Karachi Zoo, where we were able to do a unique task operation for the 2 elephants at the time, Madubla and Noor Jahan. Sadly, Noor Jahan was passed away due to the poor condition at the zoo. And recently, we hope we will be able in the near future to move Madubla and to reunite her with other 2 sisters in the safari park.
All right. Let me tell our viewers about your recent, your last operation over here in Islamabad, so that I could introduce you as well. Dr. Amir Khalil was the one who rescued the Kavaan elephant from the Islamabad Wildlife Zoo, and the elephant was headed to the Cambodia Later on, it was provided with a full-fledged sanctuary in the forest area somewhere in Cambodia. So we would also like to ask you about the Kavaan's latest conditions and the overall situation. Have you ever visited second time towards that area?
Yes, likely I last year in November, in fact, I was able to visit Kavaan to see him after 2 years. And I was so emotionally touched to see how the elephant is improved, developed to be really elephant. Imagine elephant was chained over 30 years. And finally he is free. He have other elephant, Asian elephant like him, beside him. He have a huge jungle. I was very curious, like a child, if Kavaan will remember me. And I was so happy to see the elephant really remember
That's
me.
really strange. That is strange, phrase that to know that an animal got recognized you.
I was curious as a child because I am not sure, we built a bond between Kavaan and myself. And I was not sure if Kavaan will remember me, if he will be angry on me as a friend, because I just took him, left him in a jungle, and I left back. So I thought he might be angry on me and he will punish me or kill me, or he will miss me
My
and he will
God.
remember me.
My
So
God.
I was curious. Even we know and we read elephant have a big memory.
Dr. Omar,
But
have you played the same song for the Kavaan over
yes,
there?
when I reached there, I started from far away, from a distance that he don't see me, and I start with my voice to sing. I mean, I don't have a good voice, but minimum it what related Kavaan and myself. It was this song from Frank Sinatra. I do it my way. So I sang for him. He come immediately to my place.
He got attracted.
And I was
Okay.
really touched.
Very,
Came
very
and
good, very good. That's the
remember.
biggest achievement in the planet, Earth planet of yours. So we proceed next towards some your current projects, where you are actually nowadays. You have explained little bit. There is a lines pair or lines of mission. We would like to know how long a lion could live alive.
So the life for a lion in the wild could be between 17 to 20 years. Uh, in the captivity, animal or lion especially can live little longer due to the proper food, the medical care. But in the jungle or in the forest, the lion can have other enemy. So their lifespan could be shorter due to diseases, due to other wild animal in the nature, competence of food. So in the nature, they can live little shorter. It's about 17 to 20 years old. In captivity, they can live little longer.
Right. So, what else you would like to share with us regarding your current ongoing activities?
In fact, the team for PAWS is working in several projects worldwide, not only animal rescue, but sure to raise the awareness, improve the condition also for animal transport worldwide, consumption or the human behavior. We have huge issues, climate change, which affect us, animal and human, due to animal-human conflict in different places. But recently, the team and myself, we are busy preparation and working on a plan how to evacuate animal from Sudan, from Khartoum. Currently, as we know, sadly, there is a war in Sudan, in Khartoum especially. There is over 23 lions, 5 hyena, 5 small wild cats. They need to be evacuated. But sure, the conditions are difficult. The owner of the place left the place itself, Sudan Animal Rescue, due to the war. So the people escape with their family to save the life of their family. But currently, the animals are there in Sudan, and they need an urgent action to evacuate them. It's still risky. It is a war situation. But sure, we have to make a proper planning and the connection and the lobbying how to bring this animal over 1,400 kilometers from Khartoum to the border, and after this to send the animal to a safe place, could be in Jordan or other sanctuaries of PAWS.
That's a great experience, and particularly you are talking about the war zone situations. I would also request you to share a few of your clips or videos with us so that we could make some other reports on it in shape of packages and in news reports as well. So it could be done later on. I will coming back to the Pakistan mission. In 2021, you dealt with another elephant case issue in the Karachi Zoo under the Sindh government instructions. So we would like to know about this visit.
In fact, we were asked by the High Court in the Sindh government to come to make assessment for the two elephant in Karachi Zoo, as well as the two elephant in in Safari Park in Karachi.
Yeah, Noor Jahan and Madhubala. Their
exactly,
names. Yeah.
Noor Jahan and the Madhubala. When we examine the elephant, we find sure the condition is poor at the zoo. It's not proper to keep such giant African elephant. The space is small. It was some health issues, and we find that two elephants have tusk problem. The tusk of the elephant was infected, create a severe pain. When we examine more in a standing sedation, we find that both elephants need an urgent operation. You know, the anatomy of the elephant is different than other animal or human. So the tusk or the root canal of the tusk can reach to the eye and directly to the brain, which means if we don't do the operation, the elephant might face this due to the severe infection. We done a preparation and it was the first time, in fact, in the history, not only in Pakistan, to make a standing sedation or anesthesia for over 5 hours, 40 minutes to take over 45 centimeter rotten tusk within the elephant. What was important after 2 days the operations, both elephants immediately after the operation start to eat again and we release the pain of this elephant. But we recommended the authorities there and the stakeholder, this elephant need to be shifted from Karachi Zoo to other place to the Safari Park. Yes, to the safety of the elephant, due to the safety of the visitor and the safety of the staff who is working, because the place is not suitable to keep such elephant. What happened, this recommendation was not followed. And followed lately by Noor Jahan, when she started to face severe health problem. She was not able to walk, start to have severe pain in her abdominal region. And we were asked again, after a lot of requests, to go again to assess the situation of the elephant. We came. It was very risky situation to sedate the elephant. The elephant was not able to stand. Over 3 months, the elephant is suffering. We started to make the immediate response and the emergency for the elephant, Noor Jahan. Within 3 days, the elephant started to stand and to walk again. After we left Pakistan, few days later, we find that the elephant fall in a swimming pool and was not able to stand again. And this ended with the life of Noor Jahan. And this opened
sad. It's really sad.
Well, very, very sad. It touched a lot of people, millions of people worldwide. And here it came the point, okay, the authorities agreed finally to relocate Madhubala to the Safari Park. But sure, to move an elephant, it needs a proper planning. The elephant need more space in Safari Park. We agreed on this. We offer now the plan for the authority to improve the condition at Safari Park with more fencing, with more safety, more space for the elephant, and to build a night room for Madhubala. We prepared already the transport box of Madhubala. It was planned last month to move the elephant, but I think due to the political situation, the election, I think the mission was postponed. Currently, we are waiting a feedback from the mayor of Karachi, Mr. Murtaza, approve the relocation of the elephant and improve the condition at the Safari Park.
That's really a great effort. You are so keen to take a feedback and to get the information according to their existing realities. Can we expect your visit in this regard to pay back your attention again and to visit over here in the Safari Park as well to the Madhubala's conditions?
We are ready. I was already, in fact, with the team of PAWS beginning of September there, end of August. We extend also our stay in Pakistan. This was the plan to move the elephant at the time. We finished the transport box. We moved to the zoo. But sure, due to I think the authority is busy with a lot of other tasks. Now we are waiting. So we would like to do it yesterday, not tomorrow, because as the situation in the zoo is a risk for the elephant. And as we mentioned since long, it is advised to move the elephant as soon as possible.
All right, all right. That's really great. What would anything else you would like to add up in the existing scenarios across the world regarding the animals rescue and their situation, conditions, and health issues? Would you recommend to bring up the animals in such narrow type of sanctuaries and so-called zoo? So which you have experienced over here as well. So what would you recommend to the other governments?
What we think all the time that wild animal, they need special requirements. They need special enrichment. To keep animal in captivity, you need the proper staff to care for them. It is also human resources. The animal keeper must be trained and aware how to deal with wild animal. It is risky to keep wild animal. But also it is not zoo. Sometimes it's a negative word, because to keep animal in a small place, which is 10 by 3 square meter, animal need more space to practice their life. They are giant. Elephant need more space. They need enrichment. They need trained staff. And they need to live as an elephant, not as a prisoner. So when people go to the zoo, it's more of educational value to explain to them. And they deserve, the people in Pakistan, to see the animal in a proper condition, to see how the animal are living, how they practice their species requirement, not to see animal who is chained or bad treated. And I think now there is, due to the activity in Pakistan in the last year, I think there is a lot of awareness is going on. A lot of people are really aware about the condition of the zoo. And they request to close the bad zoo, the improper zoo, and to establish a facility which the people in Pakistan deserve how to see. You have a wonderful land, wonderful nature. You have mountain, you have trees, you have rain, you have really wonderful places in Pakistan. And I think it is not difficult to create such places, and where the children and the visitor can go and learn more about animal and to respect and to learn more about humanity. It's not about human. We cannot separate animal and human. It's about humanity, not human.
Very true. How long an elephant could live? We would like to know about the facts of the living of the elephant, age of the elephants.
Elephants at first are really social animal, very sensitive, very sympathetic. Their lifespan is like human. It could reach to 60 or 70 years old. So elephant can live like human. They are very selective, very clean. Imagine elephant, if one elephant die in the nature, all the elephant in the surrounding with a diameter of 12 kilometers can stand in condolences, sad. If a mom die of an elephant, if a mom die of a baby elephant, the aunt or the aunt can go and take care immediately of the elephant cub. So the really very sensitive animal have a special requirement. Elephant need to eat per day 200 kilogram food, to drink 150 liter of water. They urinate also about 150 water a day. So they are giant. They need special requirement, need really care. They need also to take the vitamins and the minerals which normally exist in the nature, in the branches they eat. They like to eat branches, not only watermelon and the banana, I saw they give in the zoo. Elephant need much more and much more care. And I think the reason we considered the situation in Karachi Zoo is not optimum to keep such giant, intelligent animal.
Yeah.
They need more space, and Pakistan has enough space for this.
Yeah, true. Coming back to you, another mission, it was in Sudan. And what you have dealt, it was to provide the aid to the starving lions in the zoo. So I would like to know about this experience.
Like in many other places, Sudan was in a sad in the last situation politically in the last years due to economic crisis, the civil war there between different fragments in the public, which led in Khartoum, the capital of Sudan, that some lions were there and they forgot about them. So they forgot to feed the animal for several, I will say weeks even. And it came out that the one who put the animal there say the zoo don't belong to me. The owner of the zoo have to feed the animal. The owner of the zoo say it's not my animal, so they don't feed the animal. And the animal will really look like skeleton. They were in very bad condition. When we get the picture, it went viral worldwide. How we can keep animals starving, not feed them in a big nation where really enough food exists? How we cannot feed such animal? We get an official invitation. It was very late at the time. Really, we went, I would say, last minute. We started immediately for emergency treatment. We cannot even sedate the lion. I remember I took the lion, his head and his mouth was my hand. He was so weak, he cannot act at all.
Act like,
And we
yeah.
give him, yeah. So we give infusion for several hours. We give proper medication, and we were able to rescue this animal. But before we rescue them out of Sudan, we need to bring the animal in a good body condition that he is able to move again. And lately, we were able last year to rescue this Kandaka and the Mansour. They are currently living in Jordan in a big space over, I would say, over 7,000 square meter big instead of 20 square meter. And Mansour, the male lion, started to have his mane again. He became to be a lion. And they are living together and they are happy. So rescuing alive, it's something valuable. And sure, I use this opportunity to thank also the team and the people who was working very hard to keep this animal. It shows how much important to be a humane and humanity. How we can forget to feed animal, which we take responsibility for. We took responsibility for this lion. To forgot to feed them for some weeks that they die from hunger. I think this is show not a good karma for all of us of human.
That's really a detailed overview from your side. The time is also short. Lastly, few little things I would like to ask you. Any experience regarding the monkeys?
I worked in Africa for several years. So
really?
I was in Zimbabwe, in South Africa, in Kenya. So I had the opportunity to work with different species of animal, from rhino, giraffe, elephant, and sure monkeys, which is common. But the funniest experience I have it in Pakistan, in Islamabad Zoo, where we have to shut down the zoo and to move all the animal. We moved 37 animals from Islamabad Zoo.
Yeah.
We took some of them to Ayub Park, and it was very difficult for us to capture the monkeys, which were in Islamabad Zoo, because due to the condition of
attacking
the enclosure
all the time
and the safety.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like really, I would say, like a circle, like how really to dart a monkey in a space, he is moving and excited all the time. Monkey are very intelligent animal, but also are very risky. We should avoid contact with them because they can transmit some diseases to human. So it's wise to keep them in the nature and not to approach them. They are social, they live in family, in a group, but also they like to steal. If you are coming with your equipment, your telephone, they are curious animals. They want to
They
taste
just try
everything.
to snatch the things from your side, from your pockets,
Yes.
or from the car sides, or like this.
Everything. And sure, there is some, I mean, primates in general are different species, like starting from the forest man, if I say like the orangutan, which really look like a human, how it's very similar to human, and they come to also to very aggressive type of monkeys, which are very, very risky for a human, and this is in the wild. There is small vervet. I mean, we were able to rescue some animal from Gaza Zoo, from different zoos worldwide, and to bring them to some primate sanctuaries, which are very well known worldwide.
Right. I would also like to ask which animal is very dear and near to your heart?
For many years, I work with brown bears and also Himalayan brown bear, Asian bear. So bears was really, it's maybe from my childhood, the teddy bear. To have a teddy bear home was with my sister. So I was touched to bear, and we were able to rescue over 27 dancing bear in Bulgaria. It is similar to the habit existing in Pakistan in some places, all the habit where people train the bear to be dancing with music, which is cruelty, in fact. Bear are not musical animal.
Okay.
They are smelling well, but not musical animal. So bears were really a favorite animal But lately, through Kavaan, when I break my rule to build a relation with animal after, I will say, after 25 years, I never break my rule not to build a direct relation with animal. I start to be touched with Kavaan, and I start to be more near also, my heart is touched to elephant.
My favorite, the animal choice is the pandas. So, have you ever
Panda.
dealt with the pandas, little pandas, or the bigger one?
No, I
No.
don't dealt medically or in rescue mission with pandas. Are very rare animal, very highly appreciated, especially by Chinese. So no one can own panda. So even they are in other zoos in the world, they belong to Chinese government. So you cannot buy panda. So
In
they are
in which
very well
country?
cared
In
of.
which country they found? We can found them. Their major population. In
In
which
China,
country they exist?
in China, you can find them, but there is several zoo. We have some selection from this, like even in Vienna and Schönbrunn Zoo in Berlin, they have this pandas are very, very sympathetic. People like them, visitor like them, but they need also special care for them.
All right, Dr. Amir, till today, we would like to now conclude, and I would request you to join some other time whenever you feel some convenient in your busy schedule. We'll be here to have you online in the studios. And besides that, any message you could convey to the world?
What I want to say also, like kindness. As I mentioned, we say God is kind, like He is the kindness of God. So it's very, very important to understand that with the Prophet Muhammad and all the Prophet, it was one of the aspects also is kindness toward the animal. We hear about stories about a woman which was not able, went to hell because she was not able to give water to a cat. So really caring for animal is very, very important. It's from God, it's from all prophet, and it is very, very important. The reason also we celebrate worldwide Animal Welfare Day on 4th of October to show kindness, to show our kindness as a human to all our creature who shares the planet with us. I learned it in Pakistan and other nations in Asia where people, when they make a meal, they make one dish more just for the bird or the animal outside. So to be kind, it is not only because of humanity, it's also a request from God that we should be caring for the creature He created for us. Because all what He create good. I want to thank Pakistan for the trust and the support they give to me. I thank Pakistani people for all the care, and despite all the challenges they face, they are showing a great, great response, especially with the animal welfare. I see positive steps is going, but more steps are needed in the future. And I want to say, please, please, we have to work together. No one can do anything alone. A teamwork can move a lot of things in Pakistan. And thank you again for the opportunity.
All right, viewers, this is for for today's show. We hope you must like the details and the discussions. And I myself enjoyed to talk to Dr. Amir Khalil a lot. So see you in another program. We hope you enjoyed the episode.